Hey, and welcome everyone to Roo Hammer's weekly NRLW round review. This week we're going to take a look at the results from round 2 of the NRLW. Before we get started, I invite you all to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel to show your support for the content we do create. Subscribing to the channel puts you in the draw to win some exclusive Roo Hammer merchandise, so click that subscribe button now. Rob, NRLW round 2. A couple of upsets here, mate. Let's jump into it and have a look.
Yeah, absolutely. Round 2 of the NRLW kicked off Southeast Queensland Derby on Thursday night with the Broncos hosting the Titans at the Gabba. And what a nail-biter this game was, an absolute golden point thriller. It was the Titans 17, Bas Belite Elliston tries, Karina Ratu 1 from 2, Brown 1 from 1, and Brown with the all-important field goal. And the Broncos, Dan Maddock and Broughton tries, Brigginshaw 2 from 3. And it was a field goal from Lauren Brown in the second period of Golden Point that lifted the Titans to a 17-16 victory over the Broncos on Thursday night at the Gabba. After both sides missed previous chances to win the game with drop goals, it was Brown. She stepped up to sink her former side after the Broncos made a critical error in being pinged offside on the kickoff, which started the second half of Golden Point. Boy, oh boy. The win sees the Titans remain unbeaten through the first fortnight of the new season, while Brisbane are yet to win a game. And Titans captain Georgia Hale had a standout with 115 run meters, 5 tackle breaks, and a mammoth 50 tackles with no misses.
Yeah, mate, Georgia is without doubt the best defender in the women's game. And, yeah, it was a good win by the Titans, that one. That I was really impressed with Belinda Sharp to actually award that kick, that penalty from the kickoff, because you see the referees put whistles in the pocket in Golden Point. So to ping the Broncos, 3 players offside, yeah, they'll learn from that. We move on to Saturday. 2 games on Saturday, with the first game seeing the Raiders playing their first ever home game at GIO Stadium, taking on the highly fancied Roosters. The Raiders women getting to run out to the Viking clap. That was pretty iconic for them. And it certainly inspired them for their maiden victory against the competition favourites. It was the Raiders 24. Kemp, Robbins-Reddy, Tafua, Soliola tries. Temera 4 from 4 goals over the Roosters 14. Parker, Aitken, Davis tries. Kelleher 1 from 3 goals. And as I said, the Raiders were definitely up for this first home game of the season. Caused an upset to secure their first win in the NRLW Telstra Women's Premiership, 24-14 over the Roosters in what could be described as a boil-over, mate. Led by co-captains Zahara Temera and Samaima Taufa, the Raiders took a shock 18-0 lead midway through the second half before the Tricolours, tipped by most to claim their 23 titles, started to mount a bit of a comeback. However, a late try to Mona Lisa Soliola sealed Canberra's first ever victory in the NRLW and left their star-studded Roosters with work to do if they're to live up to expectations this season. Raiders half Zahara Temera became the most capped NRLW player with 26 games. And became the first NRLW player to reach 100 points scored. And that most capped player thing is going to keep going. Next week when Ali Brigginshaw plays, she'll play 26, and then Temera, when she plays, will go to 27. So, yeah, that's going to be something that happens each week. But the 100 points is the first for an NRLW player, so congratulations to her.
Yeah, congrats. Fantastic effort. The second game on Saturday was the Dragons hosting Eels at Wynn Stadium, and it was the Dragons 38. Valia 2, Tepu 2, Berry 2, Murdoch and Nathan Wong tries. Nathan Wong 3 from 8 over the Eels 12. Tohi Hiku, Murphy and Donovan tries. Beckett, unfortunately, none from 3. St George Illawarra have opened up their accounts of the 2023 Telstra Women's Premiership season following a 38-12 win over the Eels. Dragons halves, Tyler Nathan Wong and Racine McGregor, had a ball on a string, and the pair combined to lead the new-look Red V to their first victory under Jamie Soward this season. Dragons winger Cortez Tipu and Margot Vella enjoyed their NRLW debuts, each crossing for a try-double. And Dragons fullback Tegan Berry has now scored 4 tries in 2 NRLW games this season to take the lead in the all-time list with 14 NRLW tries.
Yeah, she knows how to find the line. Tegan Berry. We move on to Sunday, mate. Sunday saw a double header at Belmore Sports Ground, a ground that's very close to my heart for those that know me. First place I ever saw a live game of footy with my dad. Game 1 saw the Knights taking on the Cowboys. An upset result here with last season's premiers showing up by the new Cowboys franchise. It was the Cowboys 31, Nakore 2, Peters, Faifua, Chester and Muka tries. Kira Dibb 3 from 7 goals and an all-important field goal over the Knights 20. Gallagher 2, Parker and Butler tries. Southwell 2 from 4 goals. 2 tries in the final 3 minutes and an inspired performance from co-captain Kira Dibb helped the Cowboys to their first NRLW victory following a 31-20 win over reigning premiers Newcastle. Dibb kicked a 40-30 in the first half, a field goal to break a 20-20 deadlock midway through the second, then set up 2 of the last 3 tries. It was a mighty fight back from the Cowboys, who were down and out when they were reduced to 12 players, allowing the Knights to pile on 2 tries. But the Cowboys scored 4 tries in the final 14 minutes, a double to winger Vitalina Nakora to run away with the match. Good game, this one, mate. It was a really exciting game to watch.
Yeah, very entertaining. Yeah, the second of the doubleheader games, the final game of the round, and the top of the table clash between the Tigers and the Sharks. Wow. And the Tigers 10, Apps and Whitfield tries. Pele Rasabale 1 from 4 over the Sharks 0. So the men and the women got a donut this week for the Sharkies. And the West Tigers keep their spot on top of the NRLW table by keeping the highly fancied Cronulla Sharks scoreless 10-0 at Belmore Sports Ground on Sunday. The Tigers made it a dogged afternoon for the Sharks defenders with their defensive efforts and second phase play. They led the offload 7-2 at halftime and ended up with 14 for the match. Errors weren't the Sharks' problem. They just looked quite disjointed, to be honest.
Yep.
And they lost star fullback Jada Taylor during the week with an ankle injury. And then 5'8" Emma Tomagato left the field in the 46th minute with a right calf issue. And it was a real grind in that second half. But the two 4-pointers, the West Tigers were able to put together. And the Sharks down a player that proved the difference ultimately.
As you said, mate, both the men's and women's Sharks teams kept scoreless in the same weekend. That must be the first time that has happened.
Has to
be. In NRL and NRLW history. Mate, the NRLW ladder after 2 rounds looks like this. Sit up and take notice, Tigers fans. Something no one is used to saying, and Tigers fans definitely aren't used to hearing. The undefeated West Tigers sit top of the table with the Titans joining them as the only other 2-0 team 2-0 for the season 2023. The Dragons and Roosters round out the top 4, but are joined on 2 competition points by the Knights, Sharks, Raiders and Cowboys, which leaves the Broncos and Eels both winless for season 2023. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? Okay, don't forget this week's live show will be at the usual time of Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. No Warriors game this week, so we're going to be joined by a couple of new faces, Jared from Warriors Anonymous and Levon from the Wires Up podcast to have a bit of a chat about the Warriors season so far and look at our 5 games in the run home. And please, if you're a fan of our content, make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our stream content.
Yeah, and other ways that you can show your support is to subscribe to our Patreon program. The links will be in this video description, or head to our Redbubble store and grab yourself some exclusive Roo Hammer merchandise. We got everything you'd ever want in there, novelty prints of players, Warriors historical events, everything there. So go in there, check it out, get yourself a bargain. That link is also in the description below. Well, that is it for this video, and we will see all you guys live on Wednesday night. Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys.